Have you ever looked into your rearview mirror and felt like someone was looking back at you? Not just watching you, but waiting. Because one night, a taxi driver did exactly that. And what he saw in his mirror didn't just scare him. It followed him. It changed him. And according to police records, it shouldn't have existed at all. This is not a campfire story. This is not something passed around on the internet for fun. This is a case that still circulates quietly among night drivers, police officers, and emergency responders. Because the passenger he picked up that night had already been dead for 10 years. Chapter 1: The Night Shift. Ahmed Khan had been driving a taxi for almost 12 years. He wasn't new. He wasn't reckless. And he definitely wasn't the kind of man who believed in ghosts. Ahmed believed in routine. Wake up late. Eat a small meal. Start driving when the sun went down and the city began to slow. Night shifts paid better. Less traffic. Fewer arguments. And most importantly, fewer drunk passengers. But anyone who works nights will tell you something strange. Cities change after midnight. The streets don't feel the same. Sounds travel farther. Shadows look thicker. And even familiar places feel wrong. Ahmed had learned to ignore that feeling. Until October 17, 2018. It had rained earlier that night. Not a heavy storm, just enough to leave the road slick and reflective. Streetlights shimmered on the asphalt like broken glass. At 1:39 a.m., Ahmed slowed near a red light and glanced at his phone. Nothing unusual. Then, at 1:41 a.m., his radio crackled. A pickup request. Location: Kashmere Gate. Ahmed paused. Every city has places that drivers quietly avoid. Not because of crime statistics. Not because of traffic. But because too many strange stories seem to start there. Kashmere Gate was one of those places. Still, work was work. Ahmed accepted the ride. Chapter 2: The Woman Waiting. When Ahmed pulled up, he noticed something immediately. The woman was already standing at the curb. No pacing. No phone. No gesture to wave him down. Just standing there. Waiting. She opened the back door and sat down without a word. Ahmed glanced at her through the mirror. She looked normal, at first. Indian. Mid-20s. Long dark hair. But something about her felt outdated. Her clothes weren't dirty. They weren't torn. They were simply old-fashioned. Like something you'd see in a photograph from another decade. She leaned forward slightly and gave him an address. Her voice was soft. Almost distant. That was the only thing she ever said. Chapter 3: The Smell. The taxi pulled away. Ahmed waited for the usual sounds. A cough. A phone screen lighting up. The rustle of fabric. Nothing. Instead, a smell began to fill the cab. Not perfume. Not sweat. Earth. Wet soil. The kind of smell you notice after rain, or at a gravesite. Ahmed cracked the window slightly. The smell didn't fade. He tried small talk. Long night. No response. He glanced at the mirror. She was sitting perfectly still, staring straight ahead. Not blinking. Chapter 4: The Mirror. As the taxi passed under a row of flickering streetlights, Ahmed's eyes drifted back to the rearview mirror. And his heart stopped. Her face looked wrong. Her skin wasn't pale. It was blue. Not the blue of cold. Not the blue of shadow. The blue of something deprived of air. Dark bruises ringed her eyes. Her lips were cracked. Swollen. Her eyes were open. Wide. Staring directly at him. Ahmed felt a sharp pressure in his chest. This wasn't imagination. This wasn't exhaustion. This was a face that had been injured. Badly. And then he noticed something else. She wasn't breathing. Chapter 5, The Stall. Ahmed slammed the brakes. The engine died instantly. No sputter. No warning. The streetlights above flickered. The smell vanished. Rain began falling again, light but steady. Ahmed turned around. The back seat was empty. No open door. No footsteps. No sound at all. Just an indentation in the seat cushion, slowly rising back into place. Chapter 6, The Police Station. Police officers listened without interrupting. That terrified Ahmed more than laughter ever could have. They asked him to sit. They brought out a folder. Inside was a photograph. A woman. Bruised. Blue. Lifeless. Date, 2008. Cause of death, hit and run. Location, Kashmere Gate. Time of death, 1:40 a.m. Ahmed didn't need to be told. It was the same face. The same clothes. The same eyes. Chapter 7, The Details That Don't Fit. Police records said the woman had been struck by a speeding vehicle and dragged several feet before being left on the road. Witnesses reported rain that night. Heavy rain. Soaking rain. Her body had been cold when found. Cold and damp. Like earth. Chapter 8, After the Ride. Ahmed quit driving within a week. He couldn't sleep. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw the mirror. He began covering mirrors in his apartment. Bathroom. Bedroom. Even the small one in his hallway. Neighbors reported hearing him wake up screaming. Taxi drivers noticed something else. Ahmed still checked his mirror. Even when he wasn't driving. Chapter 9, Why This Story Exists Everywhere. In Chicago, they call her Resurrection Mary. In Texas, it's the vanishing hitchhiker. In New York, cab drivers whisper about a woman who disappears before the fare ends. Different cities. Different names. Same story. A passenger. A mirror. A disappearance. Always tied to a road where someone died suddenly. Chapter 10, The Question No One Answers. Why do they appear? Do they know they're dead? Or are they reliving the last moments, over and over, hoping someone will notice? Because here's the detail that keeps investigators awake. The woman gave Ahmed an address. And that address? It didn't exist anymore. Final thought. Tonight. When you're driving alone. And the road is empty. Take a second look at your rearview mirror. Because some passengers don't knock. They don't open doors. And they don't leave when you want them to. The scariest part isn't that she was dead. The scariest part is that she was still waiting for a ride. Check your mirror tonight.